Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Hello, Annie, for coming in tonight. I don't know how many more people who's going to come in, but welcome in as you come in, right? So I am doing nails. You guys have always asked me uh, how I do them. Hello, Hud. I guess he's decided to come in. Hello, Mary. Welcome in.
Hi.
Oh, can I see you? There you are. I have to say hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Mary.
Okay, so I prepared my nails. Mary says hello to you, Hud.
And hi,
Hi.
Hudson.
He says hi. He's going back. And Annie said hi too. He's like, okay, I'm going back to what I was doing. All right. So I prepped my nails because I needed to do a fill. If you know anything about acrylic nails, as your nail grows out, you have to fill in where it's grown out, and it's just called a fill. This nail, I took it off because it, my natural nail rolls. A lot of people's do, but it was almost to the end of the nail, and it was pulling away from the tip. And if it continued doing that, it would get to where water could get down by my actual skin and stuff and cause fungus, which has happened if I'm not paying attention. But I caught it this time and plenty of times. So I have prepped the nail and I have put the tip on, and I need to trim the tip, and then I'm going to go ahead and do that now as well as do my other fills. So this is a little cutter. It's got a little, you can see that. It's got a little round, like the shape of your nail. And when you squeeze it, the blade goes up and cuts the nail. But it won't work on your real nails. Your real nails is too thick. Um, but it will. This is really flimsy, and I buy these in like this. So I get hundreds of them, all these different sizes. Of course, I don't use these great big sizes, and so I go through the little ones a lot quicker. And they go by 0 to 9. Some goes from 1 to 10. It depends on who the manufacturer is. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this. There we go. And then this is the sander that I use. I'm going to get this all where I want it. I like my nails to be square, but I take the corners off because I don't want them to be sharp. So, and then I sand on it to rough it up. That way it pulls the acrylic better. Okay, now to put the nails on, you have to use two things. This is a prep and clean dehydrant, so it dehydrates your nail. So that there's when you're working on your nail, there's no moisture or oils on your nail. That way, it the nail adheres to your fingernail, and it stays on longer. So I'm gonna put it on all my nails that I need to work on.
Nana,
Yes,
in my game, I got a store of 20,000 when the boss was only 12,000.
that's awesome.
In just 40 seconds, I went from 1,000 to 2,000.
Cool. So because I have my own to do my own nails, I let my nails grow and grow and grow, and then I'm like, I've got to get them filled. And the second thing you put in is a primer. And the company I buy most of my stuff from is Mia Secrets from eBay. I've been buying it from them for years. So you just put them the same way.
So is the
And all
dehydrator, is that like a rubbing alcohol or is it different?
It has rubbing alcohol in it, but it's also got other stuff like a cleaner. It cleans the nail, so it gets rid of all the oils as well as drying it out. And then the primer is um, it's just a primer. It's Professional Nail Systems No Burn Acid Free Primer, and it's for acrylic and UV gels. So that's all you do with those. Then you have liquid monomer, which is actually just liquid acrylic. And then I have a powder acrylic. This is the clear. I got the pink, and then I got white. Now, it's totally up to you if you want. I used to do them just all clear when I used to paint my nails a lot, but I don't. I've been keeping them as French tips, so I just use all three. And then I have a brush which has seen better days, as you can tell. I've used it for years. The bristles are sable, which gives you the best. It works with it best. And to clean up all this, I use rubbing alcohol. I just put it in this little bottle to work with, but I got a great big giant bottle, 2 bottles over there. And then, or no, this is acetone. Sorry, for cleaning. The acrylic I use to clean the or the alcohol I have in this little bottle. I use it for cleaning up my fingers and stuff.
I have
So-
a question.
We're gonna get what?
Is there latex in acrylics? Does it contain latex?
I don't think so. Ingredients: polymethanolate, benzoyl peroxide, polymethyl, and methylate, and silica. That's it.
Silica? Okay.
Silica.
I'm just wondering because I have a latex allergy. I know I'm allergic to some glues, but I wondered. Me and Renee's been tossing back and forth whether I would be allergic to acrylics.
Right. And so here I
Because
put.
I don't want to spend all that money and have to take them off because of the pain, because that's what's happened in the past.
I will tell you this: the primer, you have to keep it off your skin. You just put it on your nails because you can form an allergy to it. But I've been using it for 30-something years.
Oh,
and I have
no, it's not that. It's like when they would, because it was when, the last time I tried to have my nail done was when they glued the nails on.
Well, I just glued this one on.
And, but in the glue, there's latex. And when I had them done and when I had them took them off, the beds of my nails were black and blue, like somebody took a hammer and smashed my fingers. And that was the first and last time I ever tried it. And they said it was because I had an allergic reaction to the glue.
I don't think
So
my
I'm
glue
just
has-
wondering if the acrylic would be different.
So this is my nails, my nail glue that I use. It doesn't say. I would have to look into it.
Do you know how bad I am, Connie? I'm sitting here squinting trying to read that bottle. You ought to make that one bigger. Make your camera bigger.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sitting there squinting at the bottle, and I'm like, you dummy, you can't read that print. I couldn't read it,
I can barely.
let alone on the camera.
Yeah, for nails, acrylic nails. Yeah, it. Oh, wait. What's that? What does that
See, I
say?
already? Wow, he's early.
Ingredients. I found it. In enclosed ingredients. I have to open up the label. I'm not doing that right now.
Love you. We can read it later. I was just
Right.
curious.
So that nail's already done. I'm already finished with that one, except for a little bit of clear over the top. So I put it here. I'll show you in a second how I pick up the
Clear polish or clear the powder.
clear acrylic.
Okay.
I'll show you.
I
what I
know
just
nothing
did.
about nails, Connie, so I'm gonna have lots of questions.
Okay. Okay, so I have my powder right here. I get I get the liquid monomer on it. I put it in here and it picks it up. And then I lay it down on my nail, wipe off the excess liquid, and then I pat it with the barrel of the brush and pull it. And it's done.
So you
That's
can
it.
build it up kind of like you would clay. Not saying it's
Yeah.
like clay, but you can build it up like that.
Right. Now this one is white. So I'm going to pick up the white first. And I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to push this white around.
I haven't been chatty all day.
The reason why I wipe off my brush is because you don't want extra liquid, because your nail, the powder, this will run off your nail, and it makes it a mess. Because then you have to clean up your cuticles and not cuticles, the side of your finger more. I got a little boo-boo when I was cleaning this off. When I was I pulled my nail and caused a boo-boo on my nail.
Nope, I'm not.
I went over to the YouTube side so I could max it up so I could watch it.
Okay. Okay, then I will do pink.
I'll pink to mimic your nail bed.
Right. And then I will do clear. And then I look at it and see if I've got my apex right, which I don't quite have it right down on my nail. So I need to get more acrylic. Now I will tell you, Annie, if the glue is got something you're allergic, not the glue, yeah, oops, wrong one. If you've got an allergic reaction to the glue, you still can build your nail. I can show you the forms that you use because that's how I used to build my own nails. I didn't have forms. This nail is a little skinny. I need to fatten it up. There we go. The nail I used wasn't quite fat enough, and I'm just building it up. So I'm getting a lot of the liquid out, so it's easier to form.
Pick something.
Okay. Hi, Vicki. Welcome in.
Hey, Becky. Connie, can you hear
Okay.
that?
Yeah, but it's okay. That nail and that nail is finished. So now I got to work on my thumb, and then I got to switch hands and do my left hand, which a lot of people are like, a lot of people can't do that. I just practiced and practiced and practiced until
Oh,
I
I
figured
am
out.
completely right hand handicapped. I can't do anything with my left hand.
That's the way it used to be with me too. I'm telling you, I was that way. I could
When
not.
I had, because I had carpal tunnel at one point when I was a meat cutter, and I had lost use of my hand for about 3 months because of carpal tunnel. And
I have carpal tunnel in both
it
hands.
was very hard. I could barely feed myself. I had a
Yeah.
problem washing myself because I'd never used my left hand for anything.
Yeah, I had to have surgery on both my hands. So I had it on my right hand first, and then I had it on my left. But I had already learned how to use my left.
Oh, I
Because
never had surgery. They said it wasn't bad enough for surgery, but I couldn't use my hand. I couldn't bend my fingers.
I had to had to have it done on both hands.
I still have problems with it, but the problem with my carpal tunnel is it shows up in my elbow. I have
Yep.
no clue what they mean, but I have to wear a brace on my elbow a lot.
Yeah. I have to wear I wear my compression gloves every night.
Yeah, I have to wear a
Tip it.
compression sleeve on my right arm because if I don't, then my elbow becomes so sore that they're like, I was like, it feels like I have tennis elbow because I have had tennis elbow before when I was in high school. And they
Okay,
said,
that
well,
nail
it's
is
not
done.
that, but it's from your carpal tunnel.
Right. And I'm going to go back to this one, and I'm going to put a couple, a little bit more clear on it. I'm not perfectly happy with it.
It'll drive me back to drink.
That's good. You want your apex. You want
done
to be
so
rounded
well,
both ways. Now I'm going to show you. Well,
proud of you.
while I'm waiting
you're
for this
off
to
camera.
dry. Yeah, while I'm waiting for this to dry, let me grab.
You're off camera where we can't see what you're doing.
I know. I'm right here, but I got to grab something. I wanted to show you the forms. If you're going to do forms instead of the nail tips. If I can find Oh, I can't see them. I'll have to show them afterwards. Okay. There we go. Now this is all yucky. Huh?
I was talking to the cat.
So I'm going to flip this over. Okay, that's all yucky. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the next hand. And I need it only on this finger, this finger, this finger, and my thumb. The other nail is one that popped off a couple of weeks ago, and it's perfectly fine. And I already put the monomer. I mean, I already put the dehydrator and the uh,
Base coat,
no primer.
primer.
So clear over it. And that nail's done. And then this, I sanded this one, but it doesn't need anything done to it. So we'll go straight to this one. And you don't want this up into your cuticle. So if it touches your cuticle, you have to sand it away from your cuticle. Okay, because if it's on your cuticle, what it's going to do is it's going to cause it to your nails to lift. They lift anyway, some, but they'll lift a lot quicker if you get it too much on there. And I'm always looking at my nail to see where the apex is, because you want your apex to be, let me show you. You want your apex, so you want your nail to be curved like this.
Yeah.
And you want it to be curved like this. So you want your apex to be right just before you get to the end of your actual nail is where you want your apex to lay. So you always put it on, and then I pat it and then pull it. And that's how I get the apex done right. And anytime, I mean, you miss something, you can go back and do it. If you don't put enough product, you can always go back and put more. If you put too much, you can sand it off. But I will tell you, by doing my own nails, I only spend approximately $20 a year on my nails. Only because I've got stuff, like it started out more the first when I first bought the products, but then like I go through the clear and the pink faster than I do the white. So this tub of white, I bought it 4 years ago. It's getting close to be needing more, but I still probably have another year's worth because I don't have to build the white part of my nail as much. I go through more pink, and actually I go through more clear, then pink, then white. So that's done. Now my thumb. I'm actually looking for a new brush. I've been using this brush for about 10 years, and it's definitely seen better days. But it still works. So but Sable is the best to use.
Oh, I didn't know that about your nails. I knew painting wise that they said Sable brushes was really preferable.
For what kind of painting?
Oil painting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for your nails you want Sable.
Nana, do you want this?
Do I want what? No, I have this drink. But thank you. He was worried I didn't have a drink.
That was good, nice of him to think of you.
He's very thoughtful. Okay, so the pink is on, and now we'll do the clear. And I'll tell you the reason why I don't use very much white is because I do more fills than I have to put tips on. That box of tips will probably last me a couple years. And I just get all my everything that I use for my nails I get off of the eBay. I'm a gold member, so I don't have to pay shipping. And I like these products, the Mia Secrets products. If I had a license, I could get the really expensive ones, but I don't have a license. So as long as I don't do anybody's nails and have them pay me, then I'm good. I've done a lot of people's nails and they want to pay me, and I'm like, you can donate money to me, but I'm not going to call it being paid. Because I don't want to get in trouble. You can tip me, but that's it. Okay, now these are all done, but, well, they're not all done. The acrylic is on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to sit it in this jar with the acetone so it will clean all the acrylic out of it. And then you can't re-put the liquid monomer back into the bottle. So I have another bottle that I'll put it into sometimes and use it, but usually I just get rid of it. It soaks it up and then it's gone. Throw that away. And then I always shut all my bottles or all my powder, because when I start to sand, I don't want the used powder getting in with the new powder. Now, while we're waiting for these to set, I'll show you. This is my my e-file, and this is the machine. Looks like this, and you just turn it on, and it goes. And I use I have all these tips, but I like this tip. It's, what is it called? Carbonite tip file. So it's better. I like it better. But there's a lot of different ones that you can use. I have a ton of different ones. I should never change them because that's the one I like. So, and this is a gross old towel that I use on here. And then, so this is my file, and then this is my buffer that I use. And I'll show you how I use those in a second, as soon as we're done. So, let's see. Now, I use this base coat for my top coat, because it doesn't matter. You use base coat either way. I got this one and I got this one. And these are from eBay, but they're not Mia Secrets. This one's Amora Us, and this is, I don't even know how to say it, Cuccio. I don't like it as much, um, but I don't have to wipe it off. This one I have to, after I cure it, I have to clean it off with alcohol. This one I don't. This one gives my whites of my nails a pink tint, and I don't really like that. So I need to get some. I need to find some more of this because I like this one better than the other one. So yeah. And the way I test my nails, I know this one's ready. I tap them, and if they tap back, you can hear it. Then it's done. Okay,
See,
these
that
two
right
are not.
there, that right there would cause me extreme pain. And I know that you're not hitting them that hard, but that's just how sensitive my fingernails are.
It would not hurt you after. Okay, after your nails get okay. When you start getting nails, for the first week, your nails ache because you've put something heavy on them. But once they're on, they don't hurt anymore. After a couple of days, they don't hurt anymore. And when I do that, it does not hurt at all. I can't even hardly feel it. I can only hear it. So, and it's just a skewer, a thin skewer that I use. Okay, so let me start sanding these down. And I go back and forth with the apex. And I clean up the edges to make sure I didn't get any on my skin. And then I always feel them to see if I left any bumps. And as I'm doing this, I'm rounding it. I'm going with the nail so that I don't shave that apex off. Yeah. But I never went to school to learn how to do this. My nail tech who used to do my nails, I told her I wasn't going to be able to come back and get my nails done anymore because the job that I was doing, we used to go as a group together to do them, and the office was closing, and I was going to start babysitting at home. And she said, well, do you want to learn how to do your own? I said, sure. So she kind of gave me pointers, and then I would go there and buy products from her. For several years, I did that. Until when she actually left that nail place, and she moved too far away for me to get product from her. And that's when I started buying my products from Avon. Oh, not Avon, eBay. See, that one I don't need to do, that one I don't need to do, but I do need to do this one. And I usually pull my skin away from my nail around my cuticles so I can get my file in there. And my other hand. Oops. Did I turn that? And my nails are not as strong as the rest of mine. So you'll see me. I grab my my ring finger over my little pinky, and I hold it. That way, I can keep it where I need it to be because my pinky is not strong enough to fight against the friction of the file. And I'm moving my right hand against the file. When I do it the other way, I use this to do it. But because I'm right-handed, I just
It's
hold
easier
this
to move your hand than the file.
right. Especially, I mean, I do some, but most of it on this hand, I use to move my hand. Okay, that one's okay. This one. But like I said, I've been doing. My daughter, who is 38, I started doing my nails when she was 2.5, or maybe 3, because I started getting my nails done when she was 9 months old. No, she wasn't even 9 months old. She was about 6 months old, and I worked there for a couple of years. So, yeah, it was my brother-in-law was a constable of the city that we lived in, and I worked in his office, and I was a paper server as well as the office. Okay. Let's go to this one. I know it's kind of boring when you watch somebody do their nails, but I used to do a fill on myself every 2 weeks, but I have found that I don't need to do a fill every 2 weeks. And back when I was hand painting my nails, I did it every week. So every Friday I get home from work, go downstairs to my craft room, because I've always done my nails in my craft room, always have. I don't know why. But and I would take all the paint off and repaint them. And then I started getting tired of doing that.
Feel better? Okay. What? We actually got some squash out of the garden today, so we didn't lose completely everything.
Yeah, I just went out and looked at I only have two plants in my garden. Exactly, Mary.
I wish mine was never like paper thin. They always have been.
I can grow my nails really long, my natural nails. They're just not as strong. And because I do so much stuff with the sewing and the acrylics and all the cooking and the woodworking, and my real nails cannot hold up to all that, especially the woodworking, and so that's why I keep doing the acrylics. Plus, I really like I love the look of French tip. I have always loved it. Okay, now we're gonna buff. I think. Hold on. Yep. Okay. And by doing that cleans it. And I don't have to alcohol this because I'm the only one who uses it. So I don't have to clean it with alcohol every so often. So now I hold this and then I just go over my nail. Feel it. Make sure there's no bumps. Of course, I'm still going with the shape of the nail.
Vicky is gonna go to bed. She says, "Sorry, you go to sleep, Vicky, and get you some rest."
Exactly, Vicky. Hope to see you soon. Me and my grandson are both going to be painting on Thursday night. I haven't set up the live yet, but he wants to paint with me, so he's going to paint his painting and I'm going to paint mine. And then after this, I will clean my nails off with the alcohol so I don't have any residue, powder residue left.
Before you put your top coat on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's done with that. Now I need to grab my, check this and see if it's done. Yep, that's clean. I'm going to grab my UV light. One of them, I have to do different ones. So it looks like this. Plug it up. Where am I going to plug it? Right here. So I have it set for 99 seconds, and then I put it in here twice. So once I put the polish on, then all I have to do is stick my hand in it and hold it there. And I usually do 99 and then 99 again. So grab paper towel. And if you get any on your cuticles on your skin, all right, Vicky. If you get any on your skin, then you have to file it off. But I usually wait a day or two before I file it off. There it is. So where are you? And I have to use alcohol to clean off the residue of the nails anyway. I mean the stickiness, because that's the one problem that I have with this nail polish or this top coat is you have to clean a sticky residue off of it after you cure it, where the kind I used to have, I didn't have to do that. It was once it came out of the lamp or the UV lamp, it was ready to go. But for some reason, this one you have to clean it off. And now this says it's a soak off, And it would be a soak off, but because I'm using my my e-file, I just file it off. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a coat on my nails that I didn't do, so it looks nice and fresh.
Did your vacation Bible school start today? What was it, yesterday or today?
Yesterday. And it went well. Just kind of tired. Takes a lot out of you.
Oh, yeah.
You don't, these bottles are always black so that the UV won't go through it and secure it, but I still move it where you still can't see it. So now I have to wait for 2 times at 99 seconds. So I just sit here. And I watch shows or talk to people or whatever. But yeah.
So 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, about 2.5 minutes. My other, like I said, it's this top coat. It's because of this top coat. That's why I used to have one that didn't leave a sticky residue that was the same brand, and I didn't have to do, I only one time at 99. But for some reason, this one I do. And this one is only 99 seconds. But I don't like the way it turns my white of my nails pink. It has a pink tint to it. So I need to order, see if I can't get this brand in the kind that I don't have to clean it off. It's weird. Your nail, you just painted your nails, and then you're using alcohol on it and wiping it off. And it's like, that's weird. That
But it still has the shine and everything.
It's still there. Yeah. It just has a sticky residue left over, so you have to do that to it. So I take it out and put it right back in.
Put your left hand out, put it back in.
Yeah, exactly. I know this is kind of boring for people to watch. You do nails, but oh well. Something I'm so used to that I just do it. This is the hardest part, waiting for it to get done. But this lamp is different from my other lamp. My other lamp's a little bigger. But they both came from well, my daughter bought this one. I think she got this one from Amazon. Mine came from Amazon too. My other one is up over here behind me.
Great minds, Mary. Mary said she
What's
was
that?
singing that song in her head too.
What song?
Put your right left hand in.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
What? Oh, now I know what the name of it is. The Hokey Pokey. I had to stop and think, what is the name of that song?
Yeah. Put your hokey pokey, put your right hand. Yeah. Okay, that's done. So now get some alcohol and then just clean it off. And they're nice and shiny and done. And there's no sticky residue left. and then we'll do the next one.
Yay, Mary. I finally got my sister to get Libby. I told her, I said, all you have to do is go to the library. And guess then what she did? She has to go to the library tomorrow because she forgot what her pen was. I keep telling her to write these things down.
What was it?
For the digital library, you have to have a pen.
Oh,
And she forgot what pen she used. I told her to use a birth date or something that she would remember.
right. There we go. Do things stand up.
They told me it can be whatever numbers I wanted. I picked for it, and I've never forgotten them. I forget names, but I hardly ever forget numbers.
Same here. I still know my phone number from when I was a teenager.
Oh, I don't, because I never used the phone when I was a teenager.
Oh,
The phone
I
was
did.
for Dad.
I had my own.
That was it.
Well, I had my own phone number because I was a talker. You wouldn't know that, right? I always wanted to be on the phone talking to my friends, and my dad, my mom would get mad because they'd want to use the phone or whatever. And so for Christmas, after I turned, I think 15, on Christmas morning, I woke up to a phone ringing underneath my bed. I had my own number, my own phone, my own number. Well, they said it was my sister's, but my sister probably used it twice because she didn't really have any friends that she talked to on the phone. She just wasn't that type of a person. And even to this day, she doesn't like talking on the phone. But yeah, it was my phone, pretty much.
You know what, Mary? I should tell her that that's what she should use for her ditch, so then she wouldn't forget them.
Yeah, her last 4 digits of her phone number.
Yep.
Yep.
And I told her, because you got to show your ID when you do it to prove who you are. Now, why
Mhm.
anybody want to get a library card in somebody else's name's beyond me.
Right. Well, a person who is thinking about killing somebody or something, and they're looking up stuff to do a bomb or something, you don't want your name attached to that. I know that's kind of morbid, but people do that. They investigate, figure out different things, and they
Oh
use
my
books.
God! If anybody ever looked at my browser history, they would think I was a serial killer. I mean, just because of the stuff that I look up,
Right.
the things
But
that I read. But
they
it's just out of pure curiosity.
right.
I mean, I've been doing true crime since I was a teenager because I love it.
Right.
More morbid, the better. Not that I want people to. I like the morbid parts. I guess is the way I should put it. Like, how long does it take a body to compose? You know, what conditions do they compose fast or under? Things like that.
Yeah, they
If
think
I
you're a
had it
serial
all through
killer.
over again, I would be better. I would try to work harder at math because I would have loved to have been a forensic tech because I think that would
Yeah.
just be a super interesting job.
Yeah.
Gross, but cool at the same time. Oh yeah, Mary. Because if you're reading something and you're like, "Well, now how?" Because I was looking at this one, and they're like, "This guy put this guy in a barrel and put a lid on it," and I'm like, "How did nobody smell that?" Because he didn't seal it; he just put the lid on it, and it was one of those ones where you put the lid on and it has the metal strap that you pull closed.
That
And
seals it.
I'm like, "How did nobody smell that?" I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it seals. That metal strap seals it.
And if it has a
done.
rubber bushing inside of it, it seals it. But they
Right.
don't have a rubber bushing that won't seal. That was one of the things. I'm like, why did the scent not? What wasn't it evident? It wasn't until the top of the barrel started to bulge because he had put
Ew.
too much whatever, some kind of
Formaldehyde?
acid. I can't remember what kind of acid it was, and it built up gas, so it bulged the top of it. That's why the people were like, well, why is that barrel doing that?
Right. I'm looking for something that you guys can't see me. Oh, they're in the other container.
Stop. I love you. It's a good thing I do love you.
Let me see.
You're
Right
beat
here.
you instead.
No, they're not. See, this is the primer I used to use from Sally's, but I don't use that anymore. I use the products that
I was really sad when our Sally's closed because I had one that was like 5 minutes from my house. And I don't know why they closed because they were always busy. You never went in there that place wasn't packed with people. Hey, Liz.
the one. Hello, Liz. The one that was supposed to be closed. There's still one not an hour away, but where?
Well, I could drive all the way up on 119, which is about a 45-minute drive, but just to go one place, I just.
Right. If I'm gonna go
Yeah, exactly, Mary. It's just if I have more than one thing up there that I needed to do, I will go in, but I won't make a special trip up there for it.
Right.
Because the last time I went into Sally's, they looked at me really strange when I walked out with 6 styrofoam heads to put my hats on.
Right.
I got really, really strange looks.
Right.
We can barely hear you.
I'm sorry. I have my head down. And I'm looking. Oh, here they are. Okay. So this is the ones I used to use. You can buy different ones. If you want short nails, these are the ones that work the best. So you take these off of here like this, and you roll them to get them to bend, right? And then you put them up under your nail, you bend it, and it sticks. And then you build the nail.
Oh, okay.
That way you don't have to glue a tip on. This is how I learned how to do it, because when I learned how to do nails, they didn't have tips. They are a little bit harder because when you have a nail, you have an edge. This, you have to build your edge and build it. But it's something I learned a long time ago, but that's what I used to use. I don't do it anymore just because it's easier to do a tip, but a lot of people don't use tips. They still build theirs. Now, there is some other different ones nowadays. I don't actually know if you can buy these ones anymore. I'm sure you can, But the ones they have now are let me see if I can find it. Because they're a little different.
Liz says, just checked in to say hello and hit the like button. Just got home from the hospital, visiting my aunt. Had a busy day. Will watch the replay, but had to come and say hello.
Well, I thank you, Liz. You take care and hope to see you soon. Because they are different, and they're what most people use nowadays. Oh, there they are. Oops. Okay, so these are a mess because they come differently. So it looks like this. And what you do is you put your finger up in here, and then you pinch this together underneath. So what happens is you get that point,
Yeah.
and then it has a little diagram on it. See, the other one did too. It has a diagram here, but it's not the same. But you pinch this, and it gives you the shape of your nail, and you can build it. But it holds.
You can choose the length you want to go to.
Huh?
I said, and then you can choose the length you want to go to.
Right. These ones would not be as long. This is more for longer nails. But these ones are to me, they were for shorter nails. But I just don't use them very often anymore. Once in a blue moon. There's a few times when I have ran out of nail clips that will fit the size of the nail. And I'll do that. But I will show you one thing about these. Okay, so this nail, this is the largest one. I don't have that fat of the finger. But if I needed in a pinch and I needed to use it, hello to the painted DJ. And that is Mr. Burgess. Hello, Burgess. He is a guy from my yeah, exactly, Burgess. He's from my church. But what you do if they're too fat or too big, you take your file and you can file them right down to the size that you need. I mean, you can go as small as you need on this. Hey, Carol Martin. You're the bestie. Oh, okay. Hello. And hello, Shandel. Welcome in. Yeah, so you can make these skinnier if you need to. But like my fingernails, my pinkies are these little tiny ones. I have little tiny pinkies that I use. But these great big ones, I don't usually use them unless I need to make one smaller. Awesome. What part of California? I used to live in California. Awesome. Thank you guys for coming in. I know we're having fun at VBS. Burgess does he's doing the sports part of it, and Shandel is doing the treats.
Oh, cool.
Thank you, Burgess. South Central, I lived in Vista, so northern San Diego County. My sister, she lives in Fresno. She's my stepsister, but she's been my sister for years and years and years. So that's
She's
all.
been your sister for so long that now she's just your sister.
She's just my sister. Yeah, we never lived in the same house, not once. She did live in the house with You're an hour from Fresno? Cool. Her husband's a doctor, and she is a nurse. But yeah, he has his own practice for pediatrics for handicapped children. It's his practice. And she works actually for the VA there in Fresno as a nurse. But yeah, her dad and my mom got married when I was 8 and she was 7. So did I, Shandel. But I was I was too much in a hurry to become a mother, and so yeah, I skipped past that. I went from high school to being a mother. So I graduated from high school in 1981, and I had my first child in 1982. Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to be a mother. I wanted to have kids, and I would have had 7, but I only ended up with 4. But now I have 9 grandchildren and 1 great grandchild. You were born in 81. Yeah, I graduated in 81 from Vista High in California. Yep, yep. Because Chandel and Burgess, you're the same age because you were in the same grade at school, right? You graduated in 99. My daughter, she would have graduated in 2001 because she was held back. But she's going to be 43 next month. Yes, I knew that, Burgess. They were high school sweethearts. Ron's older than me. You graduated in 2016. Cool. Ron graduated in 1974 because he's older than me.
I was a baby in 74. I was in grade school.
I was in 74. I was in 5th grade. Yeah, 6th grade. Yeah, Burgess. She's a baby. Yeah, because my daughter. So I had a daughter in 82, a son in 84, a daughter in 87, and a daughter in 93. But my first grandchild was born, he's 24. So just before I turned 40, he was born. And of course, you guys met Hudson, my grandson. He's one of my grandsons. I have a lot of grandsons. I have Kendrick, who's 24, Caleb, who's 20. Is he 21 or 22? 22. No. He's 2.5 years young. He's 22. No, he's 22 years old. Then Kira, my granddaughter, is 20. Yeah, she's 20. And then I have my granddaughter Zaylee, who is 17. And then I have Joey, that's 12. Keegan, that is 11. Hudson is 8. Jackson is 7. And Jane passed away. She would be 3 if she hadn't passed away. And then my great grandson Damien is almost 7 months old. So, Mary, you got married in 75, graduated in 76. Awesome. Had my first daughter in 78, my last daughter in 79. Awesome, Mary. Yep, and Ron actually adopted my oldest daughter. She was 4 months old when I met Ron, and he adopted her. And I had 3 other pregnancies that I lost, so would have been 7 kids. But Ron, he comes from a big family. He has 13 brothers and sisters. Of course, a lot of them have passed away now. And I have, well, my mom had 6 kids, but I have a lot of siblings, a lot more than siblings than that. Okay, is it Kara or Cara?
Caro.
Carol? Okay. Yes, Burgess. He is a character. Let's just put it that way. I love him to death. He is a character. He's hilarious. He is a good dad. He's a good papa. Oh, Carolina. Okay. Carolina. All right. Awesome. That's a beautiful name. He's just a really good guy. We've been married just over 42 years. So, and I met him on January 8th of 1983. He asked me to marry him on January 28th of 1983. We were married on March 15th of 1983. And we've been married for 42 years. Yeah, Ron, he's in bed because he goes to bed at 7 o'clock. Just so you know, 7 p.m. He's heading to bed. So he's asleep in bed, but Hudson's still awake. He's going to go to bed here soon. As soon as I get off of here, he's going to bed. And then I'm going to bed a little bit earlier than me. But Ron also gets up at 5 in the morning. So he doesn't use an alarm. He just gets up at 5 in the morning. But he was in the Army, and then he was a cop. And yeah, it's just inbred in his head.
I'm pretty sure that voice was
Exactly, Shand. Yeah, exactly, Shandale. But he worked graveyards for 11 years as a cop. And within a few weeks after he retired, he was back to going to bed at 4 o'clock or 5, going to bed at 7 and getting up at 5. I know, VBS tomorrow, 3rd day. Boy, I was tired today, so I'm like, oh my God. The last little bit, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm tired. But I had an emotional day this morning before I got there, so I think that took a lot out of me. So keep me in your prayers for sure. I'm going to need it tomorrow for sure. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. I will be back live on my other channel on Thursday. Burgess, by the way, Annie, is the guy I was telling you from my church that is an artist as well, who does faces. I don't do faces. He does faces. He's awesome.
See, it's Burgess, Chandra. Nice to meet you.
No, Chandel. It's Chandel.
Chandel. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Chandel. I'm okay. I'm just my oldest daughter's put me through the ringer. Let's just put it that way. She is just, yeah. Thank you. Love you guys too. And thank you, Annie, for being here. Thank you, Mary, for being here. But I will be live. Me and Hudson are going to paint live on my other channel on Thursday night. So, yes, it's Burgess and Chandel Martin. They are my very good friends. Oh, yes, she is Martin too. Awesome. That's cool.
Really nice to meet you all. But I'll night, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Good night, guys. See Chandel and Burgess tomorrow morning, bright and early. Bye, guys.
Bye.